your girl Drea back with another video. If you are new here, welcome. If not, welcome back, y'all. It is day 26 of Vlogtober. Moving right along here, guys. I'm just gonna hop right into this story today. Make sure you're like, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. Also be sure to hit that post notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a video. I am Jigsaw once again, back with another story time about how people just love playing games. So if you want to play games, then let me play the game. All right, call me Jigsaw. Did anybody see the new movie yet? I want to see the new Saw movie that's out right now in theaters. I might go see it this weekend. I don't know. But if you've seen it, let me know if you liked it or not, because it don't matter either way. I'm going to go see it. I'm not sure what I titled the story yet, but this story is about a good friend of mine. Well, ex-good friend of mine. We used to be real cool. She was one of my very bestest friends. And I'm going to give her a name because I'm going to actually start telling story times about her. I'm going to give her the name Kiki. So her name is Kiki. And I did tell a story about her in the past. Now her name was not Kiki, but moving forward her name will be Kiki. And that story time, I forget what I titled it. It's probably something about she wanted my man or something like that, because I remember back in high school there was a situation where I was dating this guy and she just kept coming up to me like, don't date him, like he's bad for you, don't date him. And I just finally listened to her and just didn't date him because she was telling me how much of a bad guy he was, just to turn around and she's dating him. Just to give you a little character about Kiki, okay? I'll figure out what that story time is called and maybe post it at the end so you can watch it. Now, for this story, me and Kiki have been friends for a few years. And Kiki, a little bit about her, she grew up living with her father and her brothers. Her father did go ahead and remarry. Or I'm not sure if he was ever married to her mom, but basically he married a new woman, and that woman had a daughter like a year older than us. And then of course the stepmom and Kiki's dad had ended up having a daughter to blend the family, you know what I'm saying? So that's her dynamic. She's living with her father and her stepmom and a gang of siblings. Cool. So now, me living in a big household, I was already used to there being a lot of siblings around. I'm just the oldest of them. So Kiki would come over a lot. She would come over all the time. My mom basically looked at her as another daughter. It was like that, y'all. It was like that. But yeah, so she would always come over. Of course, my mom would talk to her dad, and you know, her dad would vent to my mom about certain things. So she's acting like this because let me tell you, Kiki, she's a little wild. She's a little wild. She also lived in a strict household. Yeah, she was real wild with it. So, of course, she would be trying to go over other people's houses to do her dirt, I guess you can say. So, there was this one day, her dad and her stepmom, they are separated. I don't think they're divorced, but they're separated. They're living in two different houses. And Kiki was staying at her stepmom's house, you know, for like the weekend or whatever. Now, because of course they have been together for all these years. And like I said, she had a little sister, and the older sister that was a year older than us, you know, of course they grew more fond of each other and they call each other sisters, you know, stepsisters. So I just remember there was this one day she was over her stepmom's house, and like I said, her stepmom was real strict. Now Kiki, she was dating this guy. And I think I might have did some story times about it. I'm not sure if I did or not. But she was dating this guy. And he was from, you know, the north side. All right. So he was one of them north side niggas. All right. He was the north side nigga. And she was dating him or whatever. And he was older than us, y'all, by like 3 years. So if this was our freshman year, then
senior year, y'all, not freshman year.
I think he was 20 because she was like 17 at this point, and he was 3 years older. Yeah, we were 17. We were seniors. Yep, so he was 20, and he had a car. Of course, he was out of school, and he was just like always picking her up and driving her back and forth and all that good stuff. Like he would, like after a while, like after the separation with her dad and her stepmom, she was kind of really acting out to the point where she wasn't listening to her dad no more. Hence as to why her dad was calling my mother and venting a lot. And it was just a lot on him. I felt bad because she would literally do things like have her boyfriend come pick her up from school and then spend the whole night with her boyfriend and have her boyfriend bring her to school the next morning. So first of all, she's not coming home anymore. She's missing. Or whenever her and her dad would get into an argument, she would come have this boyfriend come pick her up. And you know, of course, her dad did not like him at all because he's one of them hood Northside niggas. Like, of course your daddy ain't gonna want you around him. You know what I'm saying? Plus, what is he doing for you? Not what is he doing for you, but like, come on, we're high schoolers in school. Like, we still live under our parents' roof. We gotta listen to their rules. Like, that's just what it is. We gotta listen to their rules. So it was just like a lot of that going on in the house. So like I said, this particular weekend, she was staying with her stepmom. Cool. Her stepmom is also stricter. Of course, she's not about to just let Kiki leave the house and let her do whatever she wants, especially since at this point, it was like 10 at night. Now, it's Friday night, y'all. I'm at home. I'm with my mom and my siblings. And Friday nights, we usually like watch a movie together. You know, we're making pizza. We're making cookies. Like, my mom was one of those moms who really enjoyed spending time with us whenever she wasn't working, because my mom she's like a workaholic. She works a lot. She always had to work. I always understood why she was working, but when she wasn't working, she was always with us, doing stuff with us. So thank you, Mom. I appreciate that. So it was Friday night. We're home. We're all chilling. We're laughing. We're playing games. We're eating. We're watching movies. And I had get a call from Kiki, and she's on the phone like, yeah, bro. Can you just come get me? So now I'm concerned because I'm like, why is she crying? What's going on? Where is she at? Like, I'm nervous. So I'm like, yeah, where you at? Where you at? She's like, I'm about to send you the address. And I'm just like, okay. All right. So of course I'm looking at my mom like, Mom, because my mom, she sees me on the phone. She's like, what's going on, Dre? Mom, that was Kiki. And my mom's like, she all right? And I'm like, no, she needs me to come grab her. Oh, wait, y'all, I think I got the timing wrong. Yeah, I got the timing wrong because this was our senior year. I think I was 18, but she was 17. So maybe the timing wasn't that wrong. We had like, this was like the end of the school year type thing, just graduated. That's what it was. But during the school year, she was going through all that with her dad and her boyfriend and all that extra stuff. So sorry, y'all. This was the end of the school year. We had graduated. But I'm 18, but she's still 17 though. So anyway, at this point, my mom's just like, what's going on? I'm like, she's crying. She needs me to go get her. My mom's like, okay, go get her. The keys is downstairs. So, and I say that, y'all, because I'm like, I didn't get my license till I turned 18. But it was like right after I turned 18. So that makes sense because I knew how to drive. All right, so my mom is telling me to go downstairs and get the keys and go pick her up. So I'm like, okay. So I leave. She sends me the address. Kiki sends me the address. So now I'm driving to go get her. She wasn't far. She was like 10 minutes away. So now I'm calling her. I'm like, hey, girl, I'm outside. Look, are you okay? She was like, yeah, just move up around the corner to that stop sign. I'm going to meet you out there. So now I'm really just like, you want me to drive up to the corner by that stop sign? I'm like, what's really going on? She got to like make a run for it. Like, what's going on? Now I'm just like, okay, let me just listen to her because maybe she's in some type of danger and she needs me to like get a quick getaway. So now I'm nervous. I'm so nervous to the point where like I'm driving up to the end of the road where the stop sign is like she asked me to do. I do that, but instead of putting my car in park, I put it in drive, but I got my foot on a brake, you know, in case we got to make a quick getaway. But of course, I got the doors locked because I don't know like what's about to happen because like it's dark outside. It's 10 o'clock at night. We 18, girl. I just finally see like a figure walking up behind me. And as I get closer, I could tell it was her. So now she's coming up and she hops in the car. And I'm just like, all right, cool. And I'm looking at her like, girl, like, what's going on? Are you okay? She's like, yeah, drive over there, like just over there around the corner. And I'm like, okay. So I drive over there around the corner and she's like, all right, park right here. I'm like, okay. So I park right there and I'm like, yes, girl, like what's going on? Is everything okay? And she's like, yeah, I just really needed to get out of that house because I'm about to go chill with this boy. What? She's was just like, yeah, girl, I didn't want my stepmom to know where I was going or who I was leaving with. So I'm just like, okay. And she was just like, yeah, but he's parked right there. So I'm about to go with him and I'm gonna just call you later. Y'all, I was pissed. I was pissed and I was so confused because for one, you was literally crying on the phone. Like, first of all, you're a good ass fucking actor, bitch. You were crying on the phone, like, to the point where my mom was just like, yeah, go ahead and pick her up. Go ahead and pick her up. Like, girl, wasting motherfuckers gas. And then, like, you could have at least texted me and gave me a heads up of what's going on. But no, you wanted to trick me into coming here to pick you up so you can go with some nigga. Meanwhile, if you would have just asked me, I probably would have been like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna come grab you and take, you know, like, I would have been like, we're good enough friends for me to do that for you. You didn't have to you didn't have to lie to me, basically. I can understand why you lied to your stepmom, but you didn't have to lie to me. Okay? Like, you didn't. But at the same time, she probably wouldn't, like, I probably would have gone and picked her up and did that for her. But at the same time, it wasn't my vehicle. It was my mom's truck. And my mom might have said no, for real. Like, for a nigga, my mom don't like these niggas. So she probably should have lied like that anyway. But yeah, so I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I'm low-key pissed for real. Because I'm just like, not you interrupting my family fun time to come and scoop you so you can chill with a nigga. Like, you're fucking crazy. She's like, I know, but I gotta go. But I'll call you. So I'm just like, all right. And of course, I'm just sitting in the car like, what the fuck just happened? Like, did this bitch really have me come out here so she can chill with some nigga that ain't even her nigga? Cause she got a nigga. No, don't let him find out. So she's chilling with some whole other dude. And I'm just like, this is just ridiculous. This is just freaking ridiculous. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm like, he's swole. And I'm just jumping back home like, I just got swindled. No, I'm jumping home like, this bitch really just, damn, like, that's shady as fuck. Because I feel like we was cool enough for her to tell me. But no, now you're doing weird stuff. You know what? I'm not gonna lie, I went home. And of course, I didn't want my mom to know what just happened because I didn't want my mom to be like, oh yeah, like, what, Kiki did that? Yeah, but the next time she needs some help, we ain't helping her because she wouldn't lie. I didn't want my mom to have that outlook on her, of course, especially since my mom, though, me and Kiki is kind of the same. We sneaky, even though we graduated high school. I'm 18. I don't have to be sneaky anymore. At this point, my mom has allowed me to have a boyfriend. She has allowed me to take the car to go see my boyfriend. So I don't have this issue anymore. But she understands how sneaky we were, you know. We did just get out of high school. So, of course, I didn't tell my mom anything. I was just like, yeah, she has a situation where she got into it real bad with her stepmom. So I just dropped her back off at her dad's house since her dad wasn't able to get her since he's at work. And she was just like, oh, okay, and everything's all right. And I'm like, yeah, mom, she's okay. So I'm like lying to my own mom. But it was just a hot mess. And then, like, I'm texting her, like, are you good? Like, you know, I know you're with other dude, but are you good? And she's like, yeah, I'm good. Like, I'm going to call you when I can call you. So I'm just like, okay. But basically, yeah. So now I'm just going through the night with my family and all that good stuff. And yeah. And we have a good night. The next morning, she calls me. And I'm like, hey, like, what's going on? And she's like, oh, you know, I'm over at such and such's house. And he's taking a shower right now. And I'm just like, okay, like, are you okay? And she's like, yeah, I'm good. I just didn't want, of course, my stepmom to know where I was going because I know she would be on some weird stuff and might tell my boyfriend and start like this whole other drama thing. Because it's like, girl, you have a boyfriend. You're being hella sneaky, but whatever. She's like, yeah, I just, you know, she was trying to get me to stay there. So, of course, I even had to make this like fake argument for us to start beefing so I could just walk out on her. And I was like, bitch, you just walked out on her. She don't know where you at. She was like, no, girl, she don't know where I'm at. She got my dad calling me all crazy and my brother's texting me. And I'm just like, why are you like this? Why do you have everybody so concerned about you? Like, tell somebody something. At least text them back and let them know that you're safe, because you already know your dad's going to be calling my mom next. And if you do that, that's going to fuck up your plan. Because I had told my mom that I took you to your dad's house last night. She's like, oh shit, like, let me call them right now. So I'm just like, yeah, girl, like, you're playing games. So of course she calls her dad. She don't tell her dad where she at though, but she calls her dad and she tells him she's safe and whatnot. And of course her dad is cussing her out because, you know, the stepmom and she's supposed to be over there and whatnot. But yeah, anyway, like, she's about to be 18, y'all. She already been wilding out all year. But I understand, like, you still want to make sure your child is safe. So I get it. But yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. I love you for some type of way. Like, girl, don't ever put me in a compromising situation like that. Even though it wasn't like super bad, but the fact that you even had to lie, and then I had to take my mom's car, and then you about to get me caught up in a lie. I don't like that. Don't add me in nothing no more. And then it's hard because it's just like, if you cry wolf again, I'm not coming to your fucking rescue, bitch. I'm not coming to your rescue. But anyway, she was all apologizing, like, oh no, I'm sorry. And I'm like, well, did you even have a good night? Did you at least have a good night? And she was like, oh yeah, girl. He's about to take me back home now because my boyfriend about to come pick me up. I swear, I have to keep so many secrets from that girl, for that girl. And let me just tell y'all this right now. Be careful having friends like that, because they will put you in some, first of all, crazy situations. And I have so many, oh my God, y'all, I have so many story times when I should have stopped being this girl's friend. I should have stopped being her friend when she did that shit in high school, when I was dating that guy and she basically stole him from me because she wanted to date him. But I should have stopped talking to her then, but I didn't. And just be careful when you have certain friends like this, because they don't have your best interest at heart. It's all about them. All right. It's always all about them. They make you think they really care about you. Like, they'll do, you know, nice things for you, you know, here and there and stuff. But it's really all about them and what's in their best interest. And don't have something that they want, because they will go get it and then try to flip it on you and let you know how you were the problem, or how somebody else was a problem, or why they did something. Like, I will never have another friend like this again. Mainly because I know the signs. But if you ever have a friend like this, y'all, let the friendship go. It's not worth it. But stay tuned, y'all. Kiki. Stay tuned for story times for Kiki. It's coming. But yeah, y'all, that's basically it for this story time. Make sure you guys are like, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. Get your girl to 2K. And I will see you guys in tomorrow's story time. Bye.